What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Spurs Hangout Spot, where we talk about everything San Antonio Spurs basketball, from news, rumors, opinions, and more. So let's get into it. All right, so the KD saga has finally ended. As we all know, KD ended up being traded to the Houston Rockets, I think for Jalen Green, Dylan Brooks, the number 10 pick, I think, and 5 second round picks. So yeah, our hopes for the Spurs getting KD came to an end pretty quick. I was a little bummed because I really wanted KD on the squad. I thought he would have been a great fit for the team, for Wemby, for Fox, Castle. I think he would have been a great fit all around for our team. So I was a little bummed with that, but it didn't happen. Now, I'm not sure if the Spurs did make an offer or didn't make an offer because a report came out that they never even made an offer for him. They weren't interested in going after him. Now that just could have been a rumor or just could have been somebody making up something to get some clicks, who knows. But either way it goes, the Spurs ended up not getting him, and he is now a Houston Rocket. So bravo to them. We'll see how it turns out. But with that being said, we still do have our assets. We still do have the number 2 pick. We still do have the number 14 pick, and a whole bunch of other assets going forward. So we are still in great shape. Now, there has been a couple of rumors that the Spurs made contact with the Celtics about Jalen Brown, and also made contact with the Bucks, about Giannis. So we don't know how true that is. Again, a lot of stuff been floating around. One minute, a team is interested. Next minute, a team isn't interested. One minute, this team has the best chance. The next minute, the other team has the best chance. I mean, it's been so many rumors going around that I said I wasn't even going to cut my camera on every time a new rumor dropped, because it seemed like it was like something new every hour, And I'm pretty sure a lot of it was just people wanting to get clicks and making up stuff or whatnot. So take that with a grain of salt if they actually did contact those teams. But if they did, what that is saying to me is that the Spurs may not be 100% sold on that number 2 pick. Because if you're going after Giannis and if you're going after Jalen Brown, of course, that number 2 pick is going to be included, to be able to get either one of those players. Um, as you guys know, I've said many times on this channel, I would love to have Giannis no matter what it takes. I'll give up that number 2 pick quick, to get Giannis. I don't know if I necessarily feel the same way about Jalen Brown, although I do think Jalen Brown is a really great player. I can see how he can fit. We need a nice wing who defends and also shoot the ball well. But he does have a pretty big contract, so that might be a hard one to pull off. I'd rather have a big contract with Giannis than to have a big contract with Jalen Brown. But again, all this is hearsay. We really don't know what's going on. Today of this recording is Tuesday, and so the draft is tomorrow, Wednesday. And so we'll see, we'll see what ends up happening. It's a lot of time between now and then. So it may be some trades pulled off by the Spurs between that time, of this recording, or tomorrow during the draft, they may end up pulling the trade, or they may be just fine with rolling with the number 2, which many people think they're going to end up drafting Dylan Harper and going with that, and seeing where how the team runs with that crew, and Dylan and Fox and Castle and whatnot. So who knows, man? It's a lot of time in between, a lot of great trades that could possibly happen. A lot of big trades already happening around the NBA, going on. So let's see if the Spurs end up getting in on that. I would love for them to make a move. There's been some talk about, I think his name is Gershon Yabusele from the 76ers. His name is being leaked to the Spurs. Also, Porzingis' name was being leaked to the Spurs, but uh, just a couple of hours ago, he ended up getting traded to the Hawks, so he's out of the running, which I'm not sure if I necessarily wanted him in his contract as well due to his injury history. So I don't know, man. It's a lot of possible trades that can happen between now and then, so we'll just have to wait and see. But Until then, let me know what you think we should do. You think we should hold tight, continue to build the young team, which I got to be 100% on. I'm not a fan of, because even though we're getting young talent, we got to understand that other teams are still making moves to get better. While we're continuing to say, well, we'll wait for these years for these youngins to keep improving. Other teams are making moves to improve now, and they're going to be improving in the future. So, I really do hope we pull off something big, man. We really need some veterans on this team. We need some outside shooting. We need some bigs. It's a lot of things we need. So let's see how it shakes out. I'm excited about the draft. I'm excited about the season coming up. And yeah, I think the Spurs are going to do something big, man. But let me know how you feel about it. And until then, next video, go Spurs.